90 minutes to do a whole flip. That's about all it took. All you need is a little luck, a little vision, and not much skill. Keep watching and I'll show you how it went down. Every once in a while you get lucky and find a very inexpensive piece on Facebook Marketplace that is in excellent condition, and this is one of those pieces. It does have the drawer. I just had already taken it out before taking this video, but it did not have a back, which originally I thought that was just the way it was made, but once we got it home I could tell that there was actually a place to have a backing. My first thought was to do two-tone, leave the top wood and maybe the drawer and then paint the rest, but once I got to looking at it, it was in such good condition and it's such a good quality piece. It's probably the cleanest piece I've ever seen. It literally looks brand new off a showroom floor. So with all the people on the internet that like to complain about painting good wood, let's see if they put their money where their mouth is and buy this piece if I leave it all wood. So I just happened to have this piece off of an old mirror that I took apart, and it's just like a press board or something. It looks the same on both sides, so it's not something that could be stained or anything to match. I could have painted it if I was going to go the painted route, but I decided to put some peel and stick wallpaper on it and just give it a little different look. Since it does have a little bit of a texture to it, I decided to go ahead and spray it with this adhesive just to give it a little extra hold. You could go ahead and measure out your piece and cut the paper ahead of time, but I just thought it'd be easier to just go ahead and stick it down, and then I just used my little knife to trim it off. I get most of my wallpaper off of Amazon. They just have such a great selection and good prices. The only place I've really found it in the store is Walmart. They didn't have a very big selection. Lowe's and Home Depot have some, but they're much more expensive. And then sometimes dollar stores will have, but they usually just have like the sheets that are not even big enough for a small drawer usually. So you have to piece them together, which you can do. It's just more work. So if you've seen some in other stores, please comment below and tell me where so I can find them. One thing to note about wallpaper if you've not used it before is that you do end up with some waste when you're trying to line up a pattern like this. It's never going to line up perfectly end to end, so if you are measuring ahead of time to figure out how much you need to buy, you have to include a good amount extra to account for that. Otherwise you're going to end up running out. So this is a wax made by Dixie Belle that I use on most of my projects. It's a mix of a couple of different waxes, and it comes in a lot of different scents and just helps if you have any type of odor or anything in your piece, which this one did not. Again, it was super duper clean, so I probably didn't really need to do it on this one, but why not? It also helps to condition the wood, so it's good to just go ahead and do it. And then if the drawer glide is made out of wood, then I'll go ahead and use it on those pieces too, just to help it slide a little more easily. I added the same wallpaper to the inside of the drawer, and unfortunately it's just a hair short, which I could have turned the paper the other way, but with this design it really is meant to face this direction, so that's no problem. We'll just add a little bit more to the end. Not really a fan of this particular handle, so I'm gonna see what I have in my stash that fits these holes, because I'm not painting. I don't want to try to fill the holes and make them look good on a stained piece, so I'm gonna look through here and see what I have that might fit and go with the style. Found one that'll work. I still love a classic cup bowl, and I just love this color. It's perfect with this wood. It's like a champagne bronze, if you can't tell with the shadows. We attached the back with some small little nails, and then give it all a good cleaning, and we're ready to stage and take photos. I usually do paint at least part of my projects, so if you want to see somewhere I do actually paint, you can check out my flip playlist and hit that like and subscribe button. I would really appreciate it. And I'll come back and update and let you guys know if this piece ended up selling, or do I end up going back and painting some of it, or what. So follow along, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.